Today I'm talking about how do you use a 30 amp RV in a 50 amp. Okay, so if you have a 30 amp RV, you already know that on your power line there will be 3 springs, but on a 50 amp you will have 4 springs on your power line. So if you want to use a 30 amp RV in a 50 amp offshore power, what you need to do is to get an adapter. See, this is an adapter that is now plugged in into the 50 amp. This is the 30 amp outlet. This is the 20 amp 30, and this is the 50 amp outlet. But this is an adapter that goes to the 50 amp, and then the end of it is a 30 amp. So this 50 amp adapter, the male end plugs into the female 50 amp on the power offshore meter, and the female end is going to be the 3-sprung 30 amp, which I was able to plug my 30 amp power cord in the female end of this adapter. So by doing that, I'm able to connect my 30 amp RV to the 50 amp power offshore meter. Well, you may ask, why don't you plug it into the 30? So there's a good reason for that. At first, this 30 amp outlet was burnt, it was repaired, and it got burnt out again. So I did not want to take the chance of plugging my RV continually in this 30 amp outlet because of the fact that it was burning out. So I went ahead and used the adapter so I can now plug into the 50 amp. Obviously something is wrong inside of this, even though we still have the electricians come, changed the outlet, it got burnt out again. So guys, I don't want to take the chance of keep plugging my RV in this outlet. So what I do is to use the 50 amp adapter so I can power up my 30 amp cord in the 50 amp outlet. So far so good. I haven't seen any issue. Of course, we'll keep monitoring to make sure that everything is okay and good with the 50 amp side also. The 30 amp side we know definitely has an issue. It's twice this has been burnt out. So now we're using the 50 amp outlet. So we'll see how this goes, and then if there's any issue, then we'll need to find out what's causing that issue. See you in the next video. Hope this was helpful for someone. Catch you next time.